Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a bit.
Wow. So,
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good
hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology.
But where does a big machine like...
Well, it's a little complicated, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that...
Huh? How can trials produce...
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself. When a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique...
So that's what its other function? But... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by...
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it's still...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70.
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little...
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things...
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait...
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and... Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
You're mine. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. No time to lose.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydropowers.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that?
I don't know. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just...
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing, and she was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. Because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had in my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you...
That's just an abstract form of a whale it takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world. Seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion
Official champion duelists?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among so engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. And the worst-case scenario is that though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise...
So, do many people actually get out of their...
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show... Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with. Which is exactly why I was... Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to...
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch.
That sneaky guy. He's... Well, seems we don't have much to do. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never never saw that twist coming. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should... Oh, sorry about that. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's Linny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus! Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people...
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if there are, kid.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine!
Vache,
What's wrong?
Vache, Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and...
Lynette!
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
I see. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersens...
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's...
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense... Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine... So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? Huh.
Rather than worrying about them, we should... Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Oh, right.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world!
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still... The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front row seat!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. Oh, these should be our seats. Come on. Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place. Oh, you little.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure. Wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's, too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend...
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny, then. Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat, and as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet, what an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor from...
Wait.
I saw you all chatting just now. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of...
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were...
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not... And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later, otherwise she may become...
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess...
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations and the performance will start...
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon! Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you... Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will... I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an... Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do? Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette
Thank you, everyone. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even the magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all, in which case, I have ample time to make. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky odd. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. Now, please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Merope.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask, like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60! 59! 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be 40, 39, 38!
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above...
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. Ah, what was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's... 25! 21!
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20...
19! 18!
It seems things aren't quite going as... It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know 10 seconds and change is still plenty of...
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
What happened? Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Linney, you're going to use Nut?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed...
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the... Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the... Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the... As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearance.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through. I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a
That can't be right. How could Lenny? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation?
I just think that he... Well, I think it...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina's...
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth, that's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I, but with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. So no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend? Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the... Linney and his troop are all potential suspects, and shall remain... The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Lenny!
Sorry about everything.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after...
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer? Good to hear. Thank you. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing... I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look...
You have good taste, Lynette!
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now, but with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it. Since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question for...
Oh, well,
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic but if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind... We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll...
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the
Huh? What?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowell.
Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hard. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burnt. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was in.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good
Well, you can't say we're good for.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold some... Wait! Why would you write all this down? Hello there. What are you...
Oh, this location. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later. Her name is Halsey. She's a pain. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the magic troupe members all claim not to know. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all.
Were the victims...
That's how it seems to us, in any case.
Okay, then.
No need to be so formal. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of it.
Whoever the...
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case?
I see that you're investigating the area. If you find any new and interesting leads...
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
The thud? Oh!
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people... It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath. So no one paid it... I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping it, and when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor...
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just...
Okay, if you say so.
All merely trifling details. Never mind, that's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny and...
Really? We think so too! That's why we're but how did you come to...
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without... But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember... Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the high...
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting. All right, I've answered your question.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like...
Well?
And why would that be? See, Silver and Melus?
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the... And if that can be done, boss...
All right, that's quite enough, Melus. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or you're...
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition... You wish to save a friend from false accusations.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just...
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or so, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt.
How can you be so
Well, because I was in charge of security near the and I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say... All right, thank you for your help. This'll be you... We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? that things are getting in.
Understood. Then I will be going with you.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing...
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia, and these are my companions. Would you mind if they...
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would...
Well, let's just say we're...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still
the back? You mean the inside of the door?
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right,
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as the 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the... See this flatbed the box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled...
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring...
I see. So that's the...
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain up.
So that's how you...
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here. The audience member would only be able to feel some...
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for...
Ah, yes. A phonograph opera... My assistant and I had already scripted...
And what about...
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only
So that's how it all worked!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping in, and then I walk out of the other box in the... But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that...
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. And yet, to think that someone was able to use... Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with...
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you...
Thanks, everyone.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which...
Oh! Paimon knows! It's one of those... And here's a broken...
That...
Let's...
Oh! These are her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right! And do you really need to do that? If you're... Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a...
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different...
Whatever it is. What is this place?
It seems someone could fit.
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the... Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Maloose returns.
Apologies for the wait,
So, what did the guards say? Did the
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then.
The plot thickens. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld.
Charges and then trial.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. That's right. This is how the statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys. To put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own...
This also precludes any kind of favorite.
Once both sides have finished speaking, then, finally, the oratrice will be
Huh? So that
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Yes, the guards also... Because we've chosen to act as the twins.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with them, and even if that were not so...
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a...
Of course. I just hope you don't mind.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea?
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon was...
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have...
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the...
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment.
These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the bake, but you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can... Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the...
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all...
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is demoiselle's favorite. No need for concern.
All right, then. However, we can assume that Linny and the magician twins could have committed the crime.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discard. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd...
Paimon thinks that makes sense.
True. None of the clues but the only people left to consider...
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic prop?
That's right. And even if she had to, nor does she have any motive.
Were we not from the sound of things? This is turning it... Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia.
They are my specialty, after all.
What? 5? Oh,
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few
no. Being greedy is one thing, but besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn...
All right, we get it. Well, Malus, set up the stove.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almond.
Well,
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but it would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied.
all right. Thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
All right, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.